Today we're visiting the German town of Marburg in search of history and epic tales, and you're invited to come along.
That's right, we're going to spend the day roaming these historic streets in search of interesting sights, ancient history, and tributes to the town's contributions in literature. So relax and follow along as we explore Marburg, Germany. If you arrive by train the way I did, one of the first important locations you will probably encounter just might be St. Elizabeth's Church. This 13th century Gothic structure was actually built on the site of Elizabeth of Hungary's tomb. And if you think the outside looks amazing, then just check out this interior. As we cross the street, we'll now be passing the edge of the University District. And just ahead, we are greeted by a memorial to Nobel Prize-winning physiologist Emil von Behring. Just beyond, we now see the ruins of part of a chapel from what was at one time the hospital of the Teutonic Order. Now, we're going to take the interesting Steinweg Street up into the heart of it all. Now remember I mentioned literature. This is actually the town where the Brothers Grimm got their start in folklore, and whimsical displays are scattered all about. All along these fascinating fairy tale streets, you are guaranteed to encounter many photogenic sights along the way. Foundations of the city of Marburg seem to go all the way back to the 1100s. And you know me, I am absolutely determined to find evidence of that ancient past. And just look, it's actually located all around us. After a bit more walking, I have now found myself arriving at the Old Town Marktplatz. And yes, that is a Christmas tree right there in front of the City Hall. Speaking of which, I also have a video of those festive German markets too, so be sure to add that one to your watch list as well. Search this town square enough, and you may find the statue of Duchess Sophie Von Brabant with her son, Henry. All throughout these pedestrian paths, you may also notice there are conveniently placed public drinking fountains. And this is something that could actually come in really handy as we begin the next leg of our ascent upward to the castle. These medieval alleyways contain a plethora of hidden gems just waiting to be found. But be sure you pace yourselves, we still have quite a ways to go. About halfway up the hill, we now find ourselves arriving at the St. Johannes Church. Its construction took place during the late 1400s and into the early 1500s. Though it was originally part of a monastery, in the 1800s it would be taken over by the Catholic Church and dedicated to John the Evangelical. Now it seems that we have found ourselves at one of the old city gates. Passing through this stone structure now brings us into this upper promenade. You'll notice this area offers a little more pleasant of a walk, and you'll find some nice city views up here too. Pay close attention and you just may encounter a knot that seems to be standing guard at the base of the very large and impressive St. Marian Lutheran Church. One more set of stairs to traverse and we've made it to the top. Okay, well, maybe two more. And now as we stand at the base of the castle, we can finally catch our breath and take it in, as we have now found, Snow White's slipper. I can see the palace gate just ahead. It's not much further now. And as we enter beneath this ancient archway, we are now provided with yet another thirst-quenching fountain. Now, to wander our way around here, and find a way into that Landgrafen Palace. This stronghold was originally constructed in the 11th century to serve as a fortress, before eventually becoming the royal residence. Today, this marvelous piece of architecture acts as a museum, and now we're going to go inside and have a look around for ourselves. The first notable room that I found myself in was the Gothic-style Princess Hall, and they say this is actually still used for special events to this day. As you wander your way through, you will find historic items on display, and even oil paintings depicting important events of the times. There are also displays that show the evolution of construction on these grounds throughout the ages. And if you think that splendid hall was magnificent, then check out this fresco of St. Christopher as he faces toward the altar of the brightly colored chapel. After another view of my surroundings, I decided to take a different path back down. There are actually multiple ways to reach the castle from below, but no matter which one you choose, you are guaranteed to find places of interest all along the way. Further down, I seem to have stumbled upon the old university, which was founded in the 1500s. And yeah, it looks like there's yet another strange animal watching us from above. The historic streets of Marburg are absolutely packed with amusement. I may not have found all the Brothers Grimm locations I was looking for, but in just one day, I enjoyed the bustle of the Old Town Square, especially with those Christmas markets I was talking about. Also experienced the majestic appeal of the royal residence, both inside and out. And most importantly, there was a constant supply of impressive architecture everywhere I went.
Well, that's it for Marburg. It's been a blast, and stick around, because I'll see you soon from somewhere else out in the world.